Hello and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Leos. This is for Leo in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It is a general reading. It's not a private one. So as always, please do take what does resonate. Anything I say that doesn't resonate, leave it for somebody else. It's also a timeless reading. It's for whenever you come across it. And anything I'm saying, if it resonates for you with the roles reversed or reassigned in some way, please go ahead and reverse those roles. That's fine. So, my lovely Leos, I'm going to be looking at what is coming towards you next in love. If anything else comes through, any other messages regarding anything else, I will also pass those messages on, of course. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. If you're a returning subscriber, then huge welcome back. Thank you, my gorgeous Leos. I really appreciate all your amazing support. All right, so, my Leos, what is coming towards Leo next in love, please? Okay. Sword and Rose card came out kind of sideways, which would say clarity and truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. So that is, well, that would be kind of, this feels like a grey area, basically. Like, what is the truth? What can I believe? What can I stand behind? That card often gives me like a sense of standing up for your beliefs and the courage of your convictions, but it's kind of question mark, courage of my convictions, question mark. It's maybe someone's convictions are being thrown into question. Let's see, for Leo, please. Thank you. Oh, we have paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. One more for Leo from this deck, please. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, we have talking. Interested, awaiting messages, text calls, emails, talking more. Do people email each other anymore? I love interests. Anyway, this feels like something going through like a honeymoon phase with somebody, like which could be a whole brand new connection, or it could be someone who's not necessarily brand new in your life, but you're having like feels like a new start with them. But there's this question mark over whether this can be believed, whether they have honorable intentions. Anything. Why is the Sword and Rose sideways, please? Blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, affection returned. And love is at the bottom of the deck, which says unconditional love. Again, self-love and wholeness, affection, attraction. But the deck kind of split when that last card came out, and I could just see the golden mirror, which says love bombing, narcissist. So this is what it's about. Basically, Leo, what's coming towards you is this sense of being kind of excited and a little bit smitten with someone. It is coming through all the upright cards as this feels mutual, like you're reflecting back to each other, you're kind of feeling the same about this. You're getting to know somebody more, that you're interested in each other, the affection is reciprocal. But that's what I was getting with this sideways like question mark of not being completely sure if you can put all your faith in this. I mean, even underneath the love card is mirror, which says mirroring each other. So, but it's like, can this be believed? Am I being love bombed? Is this all just a trick from a narcissist? Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. So let's get some more for Leo, please. What is coming towards them next in love? Okay, yeah. Ooh, lusting and obsession. Infatuation, adoration, addiction, passion off the charts. But this person could be reminding you, or you're reminding them, of a situation which started like this before, and it turned out to be a game, being love bombed, that kind of thing. So there's definitely this sense of feeling conflicted. Now, whether for some of you, maybe you had something with this person before and then it kind of all turned to nothing. So that's the concern about, is it going to play out the same way again? For others, it's more, as I said, it's something new, but there's similarities to when something started like this, very positively and hopeful before, and then turned sour. So let's get some more for Leo. We have running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Broken is at the bottom of the deck. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Yeah, okay. I was about to say that could have been what happened before, either with this person. It's giving me more that it happened with somebody else, and it's just kind of being like applied, like, is the same thing going to happen this time with that running? And so you may have fallen for someone before, Leo, and you really thought everything that's kind of coming through here, the reciprocation, the being smitten with each other, it's the start of, this could be something really beautiful and the start of a new relationship, and then it turned out they were just love bombing you or just dicking around in one way or another. And then after that kind of passionate, fiery start, they may have done a disappearing act and left you heartbroken. So I was like, is that what it's saying? And then, yeah, to confirm that, the past life card came out on top of running. So that is what happened before here. And I feel like that's the concern, that that pattern is going to repeat. It's just the conflicted card, but I'd already mentioned it. So tell me more for Virgo. Oh, I just did Virgo. Apologies. For Leo, please. Oof. I wonder if this is someone returning that happened with before. That might be why you really are not sure if you can trust their intentions. Because, well, the beginnings card came out, which says try again, new direction, start over. There was, but the other cards are resentment, bitterness, breaking point, commitment, emotional storm. And then then can we start over? So it kind of feels like something, there's resentment lingering from the past, definitely. But someone felt overwhelmed in the past, maybe by how the situation was starting. Maybe it felt like something was starting and it moved quite quickly. Maybe they suddenly felt like they would be expected to offer some sort of serious commitment. But it's like they felt unable to offer a solid foundation in that time. They got overwhelmed. There was too much on their plate. But there might even be resentment on both sides, because they feel like they were criticized by doing a disappearing act. But they, weren't being understood. Their side of things weren't being understood, of how much they had too much going on. So they were going through this sense of turmoil, they were saying. But there's resentment on your side as well, Leo, the fact that they did the disappearing act and broke your heart. So, okay. Let's get some tarot, shall we? This one. All right. So, tell me about how my Leo is going to be feeling with this situation, please. How's Leo going to be feeling? Two of Cups. How's Leo going to be feeling? Jeez Louise. Ace of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Oof. Leo, you're going to be a smitten kitten. Wow. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles just came out. But the Two of Pentacles is someone who's trying to balance, two major aspects of their lives. This can be like trying to balance their love life and work, for example, or friends and family, or love life and family, or whatever. But basically, so this could have been you. You may have felt overwhelmed before. There could have been an argument, or like a sense of conflict of interest between your mother figure and this person, or their mother and you, where it felt like someone was being pulled in two different directions in terms of I need you kind of thing, like, yeah. or someone who was a mother. It doesn't have to be yours or theirs. There is, but basically what's saying for you, Leo, is that, now, as I said, if it's the other way around, just reverse the roles. But it's giving me that, Leo, how you feel is this person is a kindred spirit, can be a soulmate with the Two of Cups. The two of you are very much aligned head and heart and on soul level as well. That there is either the opportunity of a new beginning, full stop. For some of you, this is someone new, and it's very beautiful, fresh start in love. For others, this is talking about the renewal of love that you felt with this person before once, or the smittenness that you felt with them once is being renewed, and there's the opportunity to start fresh, start over. It's also saying that, Leo, you feel like you might have to rejig things in your life, and if this is someone that you had some sort of interaction with in the past and you felt very overwhelmed and that you couldn't give this the full attention, like it was too much that was being asked of you at that time, you were going through turmoil, and you stepped back from them, instead of because you felt like it was too much on your plate. Then it's saying that you feel like this person is so special and so important to give this love, to take the opportunity of another shot with this person, that you're willing to rejig things so that everyone is kind of happy. This is showing everybody kind of getting on with that Three of Pentacles. So if there is also like a factor of, maybe your mum feels like they're getting less attention by you putting effort into this person, then you want to maybe get those two to kind of get on better as well, smooth things out, so that the three of you can kind of hang out together, or there's less animosity. You want to put in all the work that is, we want to make a lot of effort here basically with this combination so that everyone's happy. And if it's not to do with like a conflict between people you care about kind of thing, not getting on, if it's more that you have a lot on your plate in specifically two different areas, like family or work or love life, you want to put in a lot of effort so that all areas are looked after well enough. Let me change decks. How is this person feeling about Leo, please? There's strong physical desire for each other as well, but there is also like a light-hearted, playful romance as well. It's not just the physical, but yeah. It really just gives me two people that are kind of falling for each other, to be honest, and getting to know each other, talking to each other more. How's this person feeling about Leo? Ooh, the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. This person is giving me that they see this as the potential beginning of a chapter which heads towards family with you, Leo, like marriage, commitment, owning a home together. I just got owning several homes together for some reason, having a family. But they thought that this was, with you, this was not an option. This wasn't a possibility. They thought it was at some point, but they kind of thought that had passed. With the Knight of Cups as well, they definitely, that is the mutual affection and interest for you as well, Leo, but they kind of thought like it wasn't an option or it wasn't reciprocated, is what I'm getting. Tell me more. How's this person feeling about Leo? Ooh. Oh my god. The Empress came out. At the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. This person wants to marry you, Leo. But again, underneath the Emperor is the Seven of Wands, the Hermit, the Nine of Wands. There's this sense of like standoffishness, obstacles. You also maybe withdrawing into yourself. With the Hermit underneath the Nine of Wands is the Eight of Swords. This is like really someone getting up in their head or retreating, putting a big barrier up, putting a wall up. All the reasons why this isn't going to work, focusing on all of that. Very defensive, very standoffish, pushing them away. Wow. I'm sorry, I just split the deck to shuffle, and it's the Ace of Pentacles, and I was like, wow, I was just saying this person really wants to marry you, Leo, and this is talking about the start of, this can be an engagement ring with the Ace of Pentacles. It could just be the seed that, you know, also plants the massive oak tree, which I would say would be the Ten of Pentacles. Underneath the Ace of Pentacles is the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Wands. There's some sort of like, someone is reaching out to the other, and I would say it's whoever did the disappearing act in the past. If, you know, if this is someone in the past. For others of you, the Page of Cups just talks about someone expressing for the first time that they like the other person. But this is what this interaction between the two of you, whether it's a bit of a return or it's completely fresh, is completely changing someone's perspective on the possibilities. It's like meeting each other. It's going to feel like, oh, maybe I will get married in this lifetime after all. Or, you know, if you've already met, getting back in touch, it's kind of like, oh, maybe love is possible for me. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So it's very cute. It's very sweet, because it's like this person is genuinely very interested in you. They're ready to leap into the future that could happen between the two of you, but they just didn't think it was going to be on their cards. All right, let's get some more. I'll use this deck. What does this person want to say to Leo, or what does Leo want to say to them? Any messages, please? Confusion came out. I feel unclear about where we stand. Okay, soul tie came out, crossing, unworthy. Soul tie says I always feel connected to you, and the unworthy card says you're a better person than I am. Why confusion? Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying from the start about, you know, it's all this loveliness, but at the same time, it's like, is this a trick? Am I being love bombed? Am I gonna get ghosted? Is it gonna all be for nothing? Tell me more. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, no, I feel like this is a bit of a return. I know not everyone wants to hear about that, but I have to say what is honestly coming through with the cards, because Shadow Side came out, which says you made me realize my flaws. It came out on top of confusion, and then sabotage in reverse, which would say I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. And at the bottom of the deck is soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. There's a heavy emphasis on soul tie, soul contract, but then also realizing flaws, learning lessons, and learning not to sabotage when something amazing is kicking off. The confusion comes from, can this be believed? Whoever did a disappearing act, it kind of is giving you Leo, but if it's the other person, just obviously apply that. They may have done this disappearing act because they felt this turmoil, that they felt overwhelmed. Maybe there was a heavy feeling of expectation that they would be expected to now follow through with some serious commitment, or, you know, maybe they didn't feel that the worthy element. I'm sure they are worthy, but this is like a self-fulfilling belief, the unworthiness, and that could have led them to almost sabotage it. But it's almost like actually the whole thing was designed to teach someone about giving in to their shadow side. Anything else, please? reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Yep. Okay. So, what is going to be happening for Leo and this person? 3 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. That's an optimism. That's feeling like success is possible. We have the King of Cups. That's water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the Chariot is at the bottom of the deck, which is more Cancer. This is someone feeling confident about taking action. Yep, 6 of Cups came out on top of the King of Cups. It's a strong message about someone returning who almost sabotaged it. Wow, we have the King of Pentacles, that's Earth, energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is Taurus's major arcana, and then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of like positivity, confidence for this actually having legs and having the chance to succeed. There's actually the kind of getting out of stressing and worrying about this. King of Pentacles is also... Yep. The Ace of Swords came out as I was about to say, oh. I paused because I thought when the card was coming out, I was like, I bet that's going to be the Queen of Pentacles. And then it was the Ace of Swords. I was like, okay, fair enough. Because this is like the confidence for that this has legs is because realizing this person is serious about the King of Pentacles is someone very stable, committed, he follows through on what he says he's going to do and what he wants, and it's all about like prioritizing stability and providing as well as the King of Pentacles. Anyway, I looked at the bottom of the deck, I was like, oh, it's the Knight of Pentacles. So the clarity is coming, which is going to remove the kind of the stress and the question marks, and it's the clarity about this person's intentions. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is actually moving forward. It's not just a flash in the pan. And then underneath the Knight of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles. Could that be more perfect? It's obviously the King and Queen of Pentacles, the divine pair as well. But it's also talking about what is coming, Leo, is the clarity of the longevity that is in this person's intentions, or even in your mutual intentions towards each other. Anything else? Oh my god. The 6 of Cups came out crossing the Ace of Swords, and then the King and Queen of Cups. Basically, as I'm looking at them, they're looking at each other. Basically, the Queen of Cups is at the card that came out, and the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I mean, there's a lot of clarity about the feelings for each other as well. It doesn't feel so much of like someone coming in with a straight declaration, but this is like getting to trust each other, know that each other have long-term intentions, and then also there's this clarity that the feelings are mutual and real. And if you did have something in the past with each other in some way before somebody got overwhelmed and disappeared, that potentially there were feelings then as well. It's kind of confirmation of knowing that there was something here and it's still there. Anything else you want to tell me about? Actually, let me grab a different deck. So I mean, in terms of the love life situation, it looks really, really positive, Leo. Also, you both want this. If, whether it's someone completely new and it's just, I'm not sure if they're going to do the same thing to me that someone in the past did to me. For some of you, that's the case. Or if it's someone from the past and they want to try again, then in both cases, you're going to receive the kind of the clarity, the reassurance organically. that this is something which has legs. It's not just being love bombed and then dropped and ghosted or whatever. The feelings are mutual. The intention for making, like, sustaining this, making this have longevity is also mutual as well. So yeah, really lovely message. Oh, for some of you, I just got that this person, if this is someone that you had an interaction with in the past, they may have a child with somebody else, and that could have been the element I was talking about in terms of the conflict between a mother figure and you. Obviously, only take that if it resonates, and I feel like if it does resonate, they're also going to tell you about that with the Ace of Swords, with the Six of Cups. That, I mean, that can talk about the clarity, the truth of what happened in the past. I say that, I stopped shuffling, the Ghost card is there. So there could be an element there of them just telling you what was going on with them in the past, or receiving the validation of how you felt in the past was indeed, it was there. What you felt was there. It was just super heartbreaking, confusing the way they dealt with it, or the way you dealt with it. Obviously, take it as it resonates. But some of you might find out that they had got someone else pregnant, and that was an element that was just too much to try and proceed with something with you, whilst also having to pay child support, or all their effort and attention was, I don't think they were with that other person. That's the thing. They may have got someone pregnant by accident. It's not going to be for everyone. Anything else, please? Yeah, spilling the beans came out, revealing secrets, cat's out of the bag. Lust came out, which says bareback and inconsiderate. It can talk about having, with someone without using any kind of protection. Literally, it's a bit grim, but... And then frenemy came out in reverse, which would say two-faced hidden intentions. And then the cleanse is at the bottom of the deck, which says detox, ridding negativity, purification. I think the ridding the negativity is going to be an element of maybe even finding out this person is not the devil, that they may have, or you're not, obviously, whoever, was overwhelmed. That it's kind of like, just essentially the question from the start I got was not being completely sure about the intentions of someone that you're really falling in love with and very smitten about. If this is someone one of you disappeared in the past when something was starting, it's also coming clean. Repo in reverse. Default on payments, it would say financially incapable, repossessed assets in reverse. And then laughter, happiness, joy, healing. That suggests that maybe someone was very concerned about money, their home in the past. If this was you, Leo, you felt like you were being torn about where to put your effort and energy here, and also there was a lot happening all at once. There's, repo suggests, like, if you don't put your effort and money or, your energy into this, it might get taken away from you. So that's no longer the case. I wonder if this was also like, if someone, obviously only take this if it resonates, but if someone did have a child with someone else, there could have been an element of threatening them that they wouldn't have access to them. Any other messages for Leo, please? What's coming towards them? The Devil in reverse flew out straight away. That is Capricorn's major arcana, but the Three of Pentacles in reverse on top of that Devil in reverse, that's not trying to The Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. So that's someone here is not trying to continue to make it work with someone who was holding something over them. They are, there's communication here which feels like vindication. Tell me more, please. Oh my goodness. The Ace of Wands with the World. The Seven of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. More Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So there is also this element of you being told the truth. So this first oracle card that came out, the Sword and Rose, which says clarity and truth revelations on it, but it was sideways. I think this was also a question of not knowing if you could believe what this person is telling you. But it's a strong message here about, you know, telling you the truth either about a child or about what happened in the past. And the fact that the Seven of Swords is in reverse, this also feels like someone who was holding back from you. And it really hurt them to do so. Tell me more, why the Seven of Swords in reverse? Because the Nine of Pentacles, yep, because they are liberated, they're free. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. It could have been quite a vindictive other energy. This could be the mother of a child, or it could just be another ex-partner, or someone who felt slighted. This is like this person, whether it's you or the other person on the other side in this reading, Leo, was holding back from communicating as well, because they felt like they had to be sneaky or to be strategic, to almost try and make someone else feel like they were getting their way. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups. This is really knowing what you want and who you want, waiting to follow through with those emotions and actually express them. And in the meantime, the sadness of being withdrawn. So it feels like delayed with this person, Leo, whichever side you're on. It feels like it may have had a false start at some point in the past. It feels like there is another honeymoon phase coming for the two of you. For some of you, this is someone new, and it's just been delayed because they had other stuff going on in their life before they could really show you their interest and act on this. For others of you, this is someone who you felt like they ghosted you before. And I'm not here to give any false hope or anything, but that's just what's coming through with the cards, and that's why I say it. And if you don't want anyone back who ever ghosted you, then please bear in mind that that may not be your message today, because this is someone that the feelings are very mutual. The desire to have something long term is mutual on either side. I mean, one person's coming through as the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The other came through as the Emperor and the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. This is like love and long term desire. So obviously there may need to be some direct conversation about what has been going on with them, why they held back for so long. I feel like there was almost an element of they felt threatened by someone else as well, and that could have been why they felt so overwhelmed. They may have, for some of you, they may have been threatened with not having access to a child in the future, or having something else taken away from them, even whether it was property or something like that. But anyway, it's all going to kind of come out with talking to each other more. There is a lot of potential for happiness and mutual love coming towards you next, Leo. So that's what I've got for you this time. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and for all your support to the channel. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe if you'd like to, and if it resonated at all, leave me a comment and let me know. Or if you just want to say thank you, I'm always very grateful for that too. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.